I'm Raven Walsh, and I'm going to be your WOD coach today for September 14th, 2015. And I have a lot of different things that I want to cover with everybody today, but last night late we got back from our all-expense-paid trip to Orange Beach, Alabama. It was our first time earning this trip. It's the second trip that we've earned with Advocare, and it was completely top-notch, which is the main thing that I want to talk to you about. But what's so weird is we get back from this beach trip and it's cold at our house. And so this morning I wake up, it's like 53 degrees. For some people on the team, I understand that that is like warm weather. For me, I live in Georgia, that's like ice cold. And so it just put me in a nice like fall and wintry mood. And when we left on Thursday for Orange Beach, Advocare had just released the pumpkin spice meal replacement shakes. Now, last year was the first time that they had released that holiday product. Every year they release some holiday products, but the thing is they just keep getting better and better. So last night when we got home, we were in that nice, fall wintry mood, and I was able to make A, an easy meal, B, a healthy meal, and C, come on, pumpkin spice pancakes for dinner last night. And the only reason we could do that is not because we had them in from them coming in from them re-releasing them. The reason we had them is because last year when they released them, we had ordered enough to last us for the full year because we knew we would not want to be without them. So at this point, we've only got a few of those boxes left. Well, this morning I wake up, it's 53 degrees, and again, I'm in the mood for some deliciousness, and I decided to have a white chocolate peppermint mocha meal replacement shake. You put a little half of like a gingerbread bar in there. So if y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, you're in for a treat with whatever holiday products they released this year. But here's the thing. Some people on the team missed out because those white chocolate peppermint mocha shakes last year lasted for 56 hours or something ridiculous like that. So what did Casey and I do? Well, when they came out, we ordered a lot of boxes. I think it was about 20, and we've got about 4 boxes left. And the gingerbread bars, I think we ordered 30, and we've got maybe 4 or 5 of those left. So what I want y'all to grasp is A, that the holiday products are a gift to us from Advocare. For one, just to have these amazing products for our families to enjoy and healthy options. But 2, for everybody that instead of having this nice shake that I was able to make that was packed with like over 30 grams of protein as my breakfast as a pregnant mama, I was able to have this nice healthy thing that cost just a few dollars with my advisor discount, where some people in your life went out and spent $5 or $6 on a Frappuccino and a muffin this morning, and it was just full of sugar and didn't have the protein and is going to have them feeling like junk in an hour. So make sure you are letting everybody on your team know about these amazing products, and everybody that's not yet on your team, you need to be telling them about them. They are looking for what we have. So make sure to stock up on what we have for enough for you to not run out in 11 months from when they release them. So next September, you don't want to be without those pumpkin shakes because who knows if they'll release them again. So that being said, I do want to share a little bit about Orange Beach, Alabama. And without making this a 3-hour WOD video, I'll just try and give you the brief Cliff Notes version, which is, if you weren't there, I am sorry because you missed out. There will never be a weekend again, excuse me, like the one that we just had. So there will not be another repeat of what we just experienced. But the good news is that that's not the only incentive trip that's going on right now. Right now, corporate is offering the Jackson Hole incentive trip. And there are people that are not even aware of the word Advocare that will earn the Jackson Hole trip. So that being said, you may be looking at, I'm down for the count, haven't put in the volume, I can't possibly earn Jackson Hole. But you know what? Everything could change for you if you decided to change that. If you just went out there and started introducing new people and helping new people, then you could be on that trip. But as far as the Orange Beach trip, what I love so much is, I mentioned this is the second trip we earned. 2 years ago, we earned the trip to Destin. And I was just reflecting on how incredible the growth is on our team. Now, 2 years ago, Jesse and Beth weren't diamonds. So we definitely didn't have diamonds, Nikki and Justin Riot on our team. And there were actually only 3 hosts on the Destin trip, Jesse and Beth, Cameron and Kristen Upchurch, and John and Danielle Butler. And so I was thinking, how many total? It was less than 15 families. It was probably closer to 10, but definitely less than 15 families on that trip. And this year, I mean, I don't even know how many it was, but I would say there was probably near 15 hosts. So in less than 2 years' time, the number of hosts on this trip is more than the number of earners on the trip 2 years ago, just to show you the growth that we've had. That is completely insane when you think about it. And the cool thing about, this trip or any of them is that nobody gets to go, like you can't buy your way in, nothing like that. Everybody that's there earned it. Even the hosts, they earned the right to be there by being Ruby and Above leaders. And so you have to think about what a high level of people you get to hang out with and get to know and get to meet and get to spend time with and get to just, get that insight from. So a couple of things that are typically everyone's favorite on the trip, and I would have to say, this was no exception, was Friday night after we had our big team dinner. We broke out into smaller teams. So like Jesse and Beth are who we earned the trip through, and there were 3 other couples that earned the trip through them as well. We had CJ and Melissa Stockel, and we had the Fussell team, so they had 2 earners as well. So I mean, you're talking a group of about 10 different families, and we got to hear everybody's in-depth detail story. Not that cute, tight, packaged 2-minute story that you want to tell to all your friends and family, just sharing with them the excitement of AdvoCare, but that raw, deep, what this thing is really about story. And so for one, hearing that from other people allows you to start, reflecting on your own life, but then also thinking about who else in your life has maybe the same or similar circumstances to some of the people in that room, and just really grasping what is that they're saying and the difference that AdvoCare's made in their lives for them. And so, that is really awesome. And then the other cool thing is, because it's just, AdvoCare is just such a different environment. I know that it was a little nerve-wracking for some people in the room to do that, just because, to be so open and vulnerable. But here's the thing. When you open up and you're vulnerable like that and you let people in, it allows others to do the same. And so probably my favorite moment that I didn't get to experience was my husband, Casey, shared our story. He was the last one up. And I had to leave before that to go take care of sweet baby Grace, because she was back at the room with her grandparents and had to make sure she got to bed. But I heard from so many of the champions in the room that, Casey just full on delivered. And for those of you that don't know us, you see me right now talking. I'm usually the one that's doing that. But here's the thing. Casey has the fire, right? He's been here for 7 years. He's got so much perspective and so much wisdom to share. And so he was able to open up what's happened in our lives because of AdvoCare. And for so many people in the room to say that that made such an impact on them lets me know how important that is, and lets Casey know how important it is that he's sharing that with other people too. And so that's one of my favorite moments that I didn't get to experience, but that's something that you'll absolutely love. And just to wrap this up real quick, the other thing that you got to keep in mind is so awesome is Saturday night, we did our big team dinner, and then we had high-level training from 4 Diamond leaders and 1 Emerald 9-star. All the hosts of, the organizers of the trip, Snedekers, Navarros, Riots, and Reynolds. And, just seeing some of the messages pop back and forth between like our GroupMe of, and Facebook Messenger and all that kind of stuff of, wow, I've never been in a room with such high-level leadership and training. Here's the thing, guys. That's not rare in AdvoCare. High-level leadership and training is not rare. And so you have to earn the right to be there, to be getting that at a high level. Because I don't know about y'all, but outside of the realm of AdvoCare, we do not have exposure to that. My husband and I, we have to seek out avenues to get, personal development and training. But on a day-to-day basis, we are not surrounded by people that are investing in the real life stuff at a high level like that. So moral of the story, you guys have got to earn A, the Jackson Hole incentive, and B, whatever incentive trip is released next year, whether it's Orange Beach or somewhere else, you need to plan on being a host. And that's what our plan is. You just got to be Ruby and above. And we're going to be hosts, and we're going to bring a team of people so that they can experience what we got to experience this weekend. So y'all are champions. Go tear up this pay period. You got 2 full days left, pumpkin shakes. There is no reason to not have breakthrough. Have a great day.